Hello everyone, welcome back to The Budget Sportsman. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video. Today I'm just filming a quick little story time with Nathan on my phone because a few minutes ago I shot my third doe of the season, and I shot it in some very unusual circumstances. I did not get it on camera, so I thought I would just share the story with you. So I've been having kind of like my rutcation, and I've been getting up early every morning to hunt. And to be honest with you, it's been fun, but very exhausting. And so last night I was just absolutely exhausted. And I just knew I wasn't gonna be able to get up this morning and go hunt, climb a tree, and have any fun doing it. My family was also, my wife and kids were also going away for most of the day. So I wasn't really gonna get to come home and have lunch with them or anything like that. And so I wanted to get up and have breakfast with them before they left. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, so I did not plan on going out this afternoon, but in the midday here, I thought I'm just going to come out, get the wind in my face, move slowly, and try to glass ahead of me, get up on the hill, glass down onto the benches and into the bottom, and see if I can spot any deer. Well, I came a couple hundred yards into the woods, and almost immediately I came over to where I could glass down over here, and I spotted this doe bedded right here. Now, as soon as I saw her through the binoculars, she was already looking at me, but I was a distance away. She didn't seem too concerned. I had some terrain where the way the hill was, if I got down and crawled, she wouldn't be able to see me. And then I had a big tree that was there also where I could advance quite a distance by just staying behind that big tree. Well, I made it all the way up to the tree, peeked out, and she was about 28 yards. Again, I had no intention of shooting. Even at that point, she looked at me a couple times. Like she was looking at the tree. She kind of knew something was up, but then she'd just go back to just looking kind of relaxed. And I thought, that's kind of strange. I don't know if I'm just lucky today, if she's just not spooky. Maybe she just doesn't know what I am. Not really sure, but I glassed around, looked for a buck, looked for other deer, didn't see anything. And finally I decided it was time to move on. So I stepped out from behind the tree. Well, she looked right at me and didn't move. So I took a couple of more steps, and then she got concerned and she tried to stand up. And when she tried to stand up, she fell back down, and then she tried again, and I realized that her back legs were broken. Now, I had no intention of shooting a doe, but I do have another doe tag. And I thought, well, I'm just not going to let her suffer. I don't think. I mean, it looked like she was pretty banged up. So I moved. At that point, I mean, I knew I could move. She wasn't going anywhere fast. And so I just took a couple of steps to where I had clear some of these little saplings and stuff, and I put an arrow through her. And she died pretty quickly. It was very strange, basically standing there watching her die. Rather than, normally they run off, you don't really actually see them die oftentimes. It was very strange watching that. It's an animal. I don't value an animal life the same way I do a human life, but nonetheless, it's an animal, and you're watching that animal die is a strange thing. But I think I made the right decision. I think putting her out of that misery was the right decision. The meat won't go to waste. There may be some wasted meat on the back leg. Back legs, but there'll be plenty of good meat that will go to feed my family or feed some of my relatives. So I think I did the right thing as far as that goes. There is one thing that's really bothered me, and that is because I was shooting downhill, but basically ground level, and she tried to stand up enough that I sailed that arrow through her, and I can't find my arrow. I don't know if it went way down the bottom there somewhere, or if it just went under the leaves. I really don't know. I can't find it. I'll try to come back out tonight and hope that my lighted knock is still lit up somewhere. Maybe it's down there and I'll find it. But an arrow and a broadhead, oh man, that one kind of hurts when you're trying to do your good deed. But again, I think I made the right decision. I'm going to get her tagged, get her processed, and make sure that meat doesn't go to waste. But that's my story time for today. That's my third doe of the season. And so good season so far as meat, and a really good season as far as bow kills. This one, very, very strange circumstance. Enjoyable stalk, but was hoping just to watch her run off healthy and move on with my day. But I had other plans for today, the Lord did, I guess. And so we're going to get this deer taken care of. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know how your season's going. Has anything like this ever happened to you? Let me know down in the comments. Until next time, remember to get off YouTube and get outdoors into God's great creation.